everyone, this is Brittnee Bond from the Remote Collective, and I'm here with the fabulous Rim.
Hey.
And I cannot wait to share this episode with you. We talk about so many things, from her getting out of the corporate hell that she was in to a very serious illness that she dealt with and how that woke her up to go out and live the life that she wants. And at the end of the episode, we share Rim's very, very heartfelt and amazing message to all of you, to everyone that needs to hear this self-love talk that I almost cried at listening to. So thank you so much for being on the show, and I cannot wait to share this with you guys. If you like this episode, please hit like and subscribe, and let's dive right in. Hello, Rim. How are you?
Very good. Thank you.
So can you tell everyone, where are you from?
I was born in Tunisia, North Africa. And
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. I lived there until I was 17, 18, and I moved to France for the next 17 years.
And how long have you been out in the world traveling?
5 years and a half now.
That's so cool.
Yeah.
I love that.
Yeah.
And how long have you been on this island in Koh Phangan?
8 months.
Yeah, it's
First
a really long
time,
time.
yeah.
I think for us traveling people,
Yeah.
it's like the longest we've stayed in one spot.
Exactly. For me, it was like maximum 2 months somewhere, and I would
Yeah.
move on. And yeah, here we are, new reality.
So I just want to say really fast that I actually met Rim for the first time online because I was going to Africa Burn, which got canceled this year very
Yeah.
sadly. I was in South Africa, and she reached out to me and said, "Hey, I'm also going to Africa Burn, and a bunch of us digital nomads are coming. Do you want to be in our camp?" So that's how we first met, and that was pretty great. But I want to share with everyone who's watching this your different reality shifts, because this is something I talk about a lot on my channel, is how our mental reality creates whatever we want. We can literally manifest anything we want.
Yes.
But like, what was your background back when you were in France? Like, what did you do for work?
So I used to be an international project manager in IT. So I worked for my clients who used to be, banks and insurances. Yeah, it was a rewarding job, a really promising career.
Lots of security.
Yeah, it helped me also develop a lot of things, a lot of strengths, my capacity of managing, project managing, which you can take it to manage your life, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's amazing. And pretty much just like a boss lady here. So I'm like blown away by how much that you know and can do. It kind of blows my mind. So what was the transition for you? Like, why are you suddenly traveling for 5 years?
Yeah, so what happened is that I worked myself to exhaustion, and I lived all my life in my head, disconnected from my body. I struggled all my life with my digestion, but I thought that was normal. Pain in the body, I thought it was normal. Again, thought in the mind. And all this made me arrive to the hospital, and they did a scan, and they realized I have holes in my intestines, and all my abdomen was infested. So like, yeah.
I didn't know this.
Yeah, so for like 3.5, 4 months, I was in a bed with a lot of wires. I couldn't even eat. Like, I had like a tube here for food. So that was kind of like everything you know about life is just like stopped. Everything. And I got a surgery, and yeah, so I have a Crohn's disease. Western medicine has only immunosuppressor to give in these cases, and painkillers to manage the pain. What I noticed with like a couple of months later is that I was losing my personality, and I was losing myself. I've been always like the smiley, outgoing, like energetic person since my childhood. And the months after I started the medication, I just lost the light in my eyes, and it started to be really painful for me to stand in front of the mirror, brushing my teeth, or trying to put some makeup on. So to tell you in one word, for me, it's really when I realized I was in hell.
Wow.
that this is what made me get that I need to get out of here.
Like get out of the matrix.
Yes, because else I lived 33 years with all the coping mechanisms that make you, I'm anxious, I'm stressed, it's okay, it's gonna be okay, etc. And it never helped me until my body just stopped.
So you had that moment of realization of enlightening moment of I gotta get the fuck out of here.
Yeah.
What steps did you actually take to leave? There is still I have to change my whole life, and I think that's where a lot of people get stuck.
Yeah.
So I really want to break this down for everyone.
For me, it's really the energy that move happening in my body telling me you just need to get out of here was so strong, and I was so afraid of these gray eyes, completely nothing happening in them, that I was it was clear I need to leave. So what happened is that the same day I saw my manager and I told him I'm leaving on a sabbatical holiday. And he was like, oh, we know it's a stressful project. We're going to help you. Let us help you. Maybe take a few days off, not vacation. You're going to get back. And I was like, you're not getting it. I'm really leaving. And that day I signed the letter for the HR. And I was like, it doesn't matter if they accept it or not, the company, I am leaving. I just kept there. And every time my mom was like, what does it mean? I was like, I am leaving. I kept on saying to myself, I am leaving. And that night I took my laptop in front and I was like, travel the world on Google. Because I didn't have any idea what I'm going to do, leaving to go where. And what I did actually is that I booked a flight Paris-Colombo and kind of 11 months later, a Sao Paulo-Paris, and no plan. It took me 1.5 months to leave. And actually, it's to find someone to replace me, another project manager to replace me in my project, and do all the vaccination, that kind of thing.
Yeah. Wow. Okay, that was a lot more epic of a story than I thought. So, how's it going for you?
Amazing. When I look back, I'm so proud of myself for what I did, standing up for myself. And when I look now, every moment I look around me and I look inside of me, I'm seeing only beauty. I completely transformed myself. And when you transform yourself from inside, what happened is that your reality just transformed. Because the people who are not vibrating or not in your vibe or in your whatever, your values, who are not sharing your way of living, they're gonna get either triggered or they're gonna be like, oh, this is too much for me or whatever, and they will take their distance naturally. So it's really the work inside, working on yourself, accepting on yourself, etc., that attracts everything, opportunities, details, a lot of magic.
Oh, that's amazing.
Magic.
So break it down for everyone. How do you pay your bills?
Yeah.
This is something people ask me every day.
Yeah. So the story is that my basic income come from the fact that I've been always how to say, I never spent more than what I needed. This comes from my culture and my education. So even when I was doing very well in my corporate life, I just used what I needed. And I realized I was having a lot of savings and I could buy an apartment back in the days. And I just bought a small apartment. So at that time, few of my friends bought apartments for 3-4 times the price, with getting huge mortgages for 25, 30 years. For me, I was like, I have this money, I'm gonna look for something for this money. So I got a small thing to renovate. I mostly renovated myself with my ex-partner at that time. And I'm renting that. That was the start. And I think this is, how to say, my life became so simple, and I'm realizing that what is making me happy, it's really not what I'm wearing or what I'm eating or where I'm sitting, where I'm having my sunset or
status stuff. Yeah.
It's not. I'm not saying I don't like nice things or treating myself, but it's not the external thing bringing me my self-worth or like esteem. So at the end of the month, you're like, oh, yeah, still some money. What can we do with that? Invest it in something like, it can be, I mean, sometimes I invest in like trainings to continue my, my journey of development, and
That's awesome.
yeah.
But I mean, I know you as someone who does a lot of spiritual healing work. So can you share that with everyone?
Yeah, so I started this journey of like spirituality with not, how to say, I didn't start it as my main focus is to go through spirituality. I started from what? I started from my Crohn's disease is killing me, and I'm 30 something. I don't see myself continuing this for the next 30 years. And I saw how the medication was affecting my mood, my body, my capacity, my energy. So I started looking for what are the alternative ways I can help my body fight this disease or like get better. And I realized that Crohn's disease is like linked directly to stress, anxiety, etc. And I, with like this working like exploring myself, I realized, oh my God, I was living all the time in stress, all the time in this like high stressful doing, problems everywhere, solving like fires all my life. So I started with like, okay, stress, anxiety, I don't want to ask for medication. What can I do? And from there, I started meditation, breath work, mindfulness. And it's like with entering this and yoga, of course, that I started being like, oh, wait a minute, what is behind all this? And that's how the spirituality came.
Yeah, like 10 minutes before we started this video, I asked her, so what is Reiki? Because she offered to do a Reiki session on me last month when I had dengue, or like when I was coming out of dengue. And I just was like, I don't know what that is. I don't know if I trust that. And now the way you explained it earlier, I was like, okay, when can we do this? Can we do this next week?
Yes.
So you're really good at marketing, whatever you're doing. But yeah, so
it comes from the heart, I think.
No, and that's like, I think this is the thing that I really like about both of our backgrounds is we both come from super corporate backgrounds, and now we're like kind of using that to like help people and break it down in ways, because there is something about breaking down like kind of fluffy spiritual things and explaining it in a way that's very practical and like people like me can understand, you know, or like someone who's not in that world at all.
Yeah. Also myself.
Yeah,
I mean, I lived until I was 32, 33. What is spirituality? I don't know. What is Reiki? No idea. What is yoga? I think it's the people with leggings and a mat on their back. Like, I mean, this is reality. So like, that's the thing. What do you want to focus on? You have to pick something and like put your, if it's something like really close to your heart and something you want to really achieve something in it, you have to put everything, all your energy and focus there.
Yeah, I agree with that. Well, that brings me into the masterminds, because she's been coming to my Women's Circle masterminds and trying to organize all of these things in ways you want to help people.
Yeah.
And I wanted to ask you what was your experience with the masterminds? 'Cause a lot of women that I speak to want to join them, but they don't really know what they are. Kind of like this thing of like, I don't really know what that is. Is it for me? Blah, blah, blah. So what is your feedback from it?
It is an amazing thing for me. And I'm not saying it because I love this girl. No, I'm saying it because yesterday was only the third one. And it's just fantastic, all the things, the shifts that happened to me in the last 3 weeks. So in this like me wanting to help people find a way to share my message and like my own experience, and with what is happening in the world with coronavirus, so I couldn't do any more offline retreats, workshops. And I was like, oh, everyone is going online, I need to go online. And I realized all the limiting belief I have, all the, it was stressful for me. I was unable to record myself on the video and like, and put it out there. And in this like 3 weeks, having this amazing, beautiful, empowering, loving, caring women around the table, and you're amazing in holding that space. from from the beginning, when you start and you introduce what is the intention, why you're doing it, like everyone's just like sat there like, yes, this is what we're here for.
Aw.
And I got all the how to say input, but also inspiration from hearing others. Yeah, they've been there. Yeah, we know what you're going through. We've been there. And I get small things like, just do it one time, maybe share it just with us. We're here to support you, we're here to help you in this. And yeah, in like 2 sessions I could start my videos on Facebook, and I'm like,
I'm so happy.
it's like such a personal victory for me to be able, with the help of the mastermind, in like 2 sessions, to go and put myself out there. And I'm so loving this, and like I'm looking forward to it every week.
That makes me so happy. That makes me really happy. Yeah, because to me it feels like this is my purpose, and then when I see you guys getting so much out of it, I'm like, okay, it's working.
It is.
So thank you for that. I always love to end the videos with, if you could say something to your younger self or to some of your friends back home about what would you want them to know about like your life now, or like to get over whatever hurdles they need to go to be brave in their life?
Yeah.
What would you say to them?
I would say, look inside of you and find that light and that beauty and how amazing you are. Reconnect with the little one in you, because a lot of the pain and struggle, emotional like physical, that we carry as adults come from childhood. Are we aware or not? Some of us are not even aware that there were some traumatic experience, so it doesn't need to be a big, I don't know, a divorce, an accident, someone died. It doesn't need to be but as children we are so vulnerable if our caregiver are not aware enough to see that something is happening and don't help us into processing. This is held in us, and we carry a lot of this like pain that make us feel we're not good enough. We need to change something about us. We need to do something to be accepted and loved. So I would say, look inside of you, really retreat inside, slow down. So much distraction is happening. Even if like you're in quarantine somewhere where you don't have like social life, it's so distracting, the phones, TV, Netflix, whatever. So really, even if you start with just like a 5 minutes of bringing this kind, gentle awareness to inside of you, you would see a new world. You're gonna discover a new dimension, and everything is built from there. So it's not about like, I'm doing yoga to get better, I'm doing this. Look at the energy, how you're even brushing your teeth or combing your hair or taking your shower. Are you in this like loving, taking time, seeing how amazing this is? Or are you saying like, I'm a piece that need to be fixed? You're not.
Thank you. Sorry. Bloopers. Thank you so much for this. I'm getting goosebumps. Just really appreciate this woman.
I do too. Yeah.
Thank you for letting me interview you. I know this is going to help so many women. If you like this interview, please like and subscribe to the channel. We're going to have so many more of these amazing power women on the channel. And I'll share all the links to Rim's stuff so that you guys can follow along in her journey as well. So thank you guys so much. This is Brittnee Bond from the Remote Collective and the fabulous Rim. And we will see you guys later. Bye.